And then, you know, we got Jesus, you know what I mean? Because even Jesus, we all know he was the Son of Man. But on earth, they had a God walk the earth. You see what I'm saying? You know how lucky people was back in their generations to have God walk the earth? You see what I'm saying? And they treat Jesus as if they'll treat a regular person. They didn't help him. They didn't feed him. His own crew member, one of his crew members, Judas, betrayed him, backstabbed him. You know what I mean? Went back and tell where he was, you know, sold him for coins. You see what I'm saying? We got people today getting traded for hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Females, you know, they still selling their bodies and stuff. We got a lot of stuff going on, you know, that God just don't agree with. You see what I'm saying? And you know, when Jesus was walking with his disciples, people in the town was running up to Jesus. You know, one old lady grabbed his robe, you know, and said, just by me touching your robe, I know I can be blessed. Because she was very sick. And when she touched Jesus' robe, Jesus said, I felt he said, I felt the scriff leave me. You know, so he knew how bad she wanted that. And he, you know, he just touched her and she was blessed. She was healed. You know, he's a God of healing. You know, a God of, you know. So he's you know, he's definitely, he's one of our best, you know. And when they portrayed him and put him on the cross and crucified him, no, I still feel that's not right. Now, Muslims believe something different, you know what I mean? They believe in their Bible, you know, that it wasn't Jesus that actually was on the cross. They believe, you know, someone else sent someone in Jesus' place. You know, some people would say he was hanged. They say there's no such thing as a cross back then, that he was hung. You know? But in the good old Bible, when I've been in jail, I used to always say, well, y'all know Elijah got swooped up inside the chariot and went up to heaven. God just took him in front of Elisha. Yeah, Elijah left in front of Elisha in a chariot. Elisha was Elijah's servant. You know what I mean? He was under Elijah next to be prophet. But God took him up in the chariot. So I'd like to know why God couldn't take Jesus up in the chariot. I would like to know why people don't believe Jesus was that smart to just send someone else in his place. Why would a God die? You see what I'm saying?
Well, I think he said that Jesus, but he did say he was going to be persecuted.
Well, see, that's the thing, and I'm not the type to go against religion, you know what I mean? But I believe in God. I believe that there's still a God.
He also said by his stripes you're going to heal. So
yeah, but I also believe, yeah, but I like to know why ain't nobody talking about the fact that Satan died. Why ain't nobody killed Satan? Why everybody so hip to want to say that they killed God and they didn't kill Satan? Because they both was on earth at the same time. You see what I'm saying? And actually, some people can jump on their little Ouija boards and call on Satan quick. You see what I'm saying? Make a circle with a star around it.
Yeah, Satan will do things to make you sin. Satan's the one who can make you do things.
Yeah, of course he make you sin and all that, but
they can make God can make you do things to make you sin when you sin.
No, I truly, you know, like I said, like I believe, no, my God didn't die. And if he did die on a cross, do people really, truly believe that he died for everybody's sins? I mean, you got some people that's doing some crazy stuff out here. Yeah. You got people killing other people's parents and, you know, people killing kids and kids killing kids. And, you know, that's a lot of sins to be forgiven for, okay? You know,
I don't understand the one about the video games and shit. I don't understand that. And robbing people, want something we got. I don't know.
I mean, we can't say. That's why I say God got his people's pick. You see what I'm saying? God knows. Jesus said that he was going to separate his sheep. He has to separate his sheep. You got some people, because everybody love everybody, but nobody in this world is going to die for somebody else's sins and somebody else's mess ups. You know, I can be in love with my wife, and she can go up there and she can screw this guy, that guy, give this guy money, you know, buy a whole house. And you mean to tell me I'm supposed to forgive? Listen, I'm talking real quick. You don't supposed to. You can't just You can't. Hold on. Let me talk. You cannot forgive somebody or die for somebody's sins if they commit such a crime. You wouldn't feel right going to hell for somebody else's sins. No. So I don't believe that Jesus died for everybody's sin, and he, you know, because he's not going down for everybody's sin. Now everybody have a mind of their own.
Even though we that movie saw that back in the
back in the Bible days, you had Eve and Adam. Yeah, Adam and Eve. And when Adam and Eve was back then, God punished them because Eve made Adam eat the apple. You see what I'm saying? Right. So back then, God was mad that such a thing happened. Right. You see what I'm saying? So there's no possible way people thinking that when, you know, and some people killing themselves thinking that they're going to heaven, or thinking that, you know, their sins are finally going to be forgiven. No, that's just not, that's not reality. That's just not reality. You know, God is a God of the living. He's not a God of the dead. You see what I'm saying? And God is still living. Jesus is still living to this day. You see what I'm saying? He could have been in spirit form before they even came for him. He ascended when he went to the mountain to meet Elijah.
Walking among they're doing things that make people think that there's no God.
There is a God.
There is a God. There's principalities.
That's right. There is a God, man. There's more than a God. There was angels there was angels that walked the earth back in the Bible days. But angels used to fly down from heaven and have sex with the people in the town. They was doing things that they shouldn't have done. God clipped their wings, made them regular people on earth. You see what I'm saying? If they feel they can do things like that. And there's still some angels that you can see shining at night in the stars. You know what I mean? But the whole world itself, you know what I mean, generate on one thing by one person, and that's God. And if we on earth, and we don't know how to somehow find ourselves, because, you know, sometimes in dreams, that's why I got my little Kruger doll, because sometimes in dreams are a bit of as a piece of your reality. You see what I'm saying? If you're having a good time, like how we in the park and we chilling and we watching all this, wishing wells, and, you know, I'm laying up on the bench. Well, in a dream, it can be much worse. You see what I'm saying? A dream is the very reverse of everything. It wouldn't be this little pretty scene. It'll probably be a little jail cell or something, you know what I mean? And instead of all that shit right there, you'll probably see dogs or something coming at you. Everything just wouldn't seem right. But out here right now, this is what you call a dream. Everything just seems right. This is what God. I know this is real, but we got to thank God to even be able to take a part of something like this. And that's why, to this day, I do not like to hear people say, "Oh, Jesus died for my sins," and you still going to the club, and you still having sex before marriage, and you still stealing, and you still cursing, and you still doing this, and you still doing that. But you still want to say that Jesus died for your sin. Well, I don't believe you. And that's my sermon for today. Be a man of God. Don't be a coward.